It's week 11 of the National Football League. And coming up next, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it will be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm
That's how I start most of my games. That's why I always go like overtime, like how it's close for a reason.
Cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in after tasting defeat for the first time.
I honestly like, even when I lost, to the Cardinals with Thanos, that game, I had fun on that game. Because it was challenging, but, shit happened.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big time game.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw.
Oh my God.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off
in
in the
that first
execution
drive.
of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 15. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cowboys will take over.
Let's see who they got. Tony Stark, the quarterback for the Cowboys. Damn. He's doing better than Dr.
And he's had
Strange.
such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out
But
by
their
an outstanding
record
set of receivers,
says,
and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you
otherwise.
that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll try and start this
His
drive.
stats are this good. You kidding?
This will be caught by his big wide receiver. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I
Like
what you just said.
all of his years where, Walker won MVP, but didn't win nothing.
They catch it, you
Didn't win no Super Bowl.
Coming, and he's taken down. Boye Mafe able to record his 5th sack of the season. Both of these teams reviewed the film and saw this defense had 5 sacks last week. Keep the QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game.
You can no. Oh, he fought for that first down. That was crazy.
Will have a Cowboys
Yeah.
first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
My defense has been sluffing lately.
And this one all knows almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he really caught that.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And they'll keep leaning on the line, getting back to the ground.
Good stuff. Good stuff on the run.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Come on, dude. Come on, man. I'm trusting your man. 35. Trust your man. Trust your man. Good breakout. Good breakout. That's what I'm talking about. Who is that? You get a release. Make them punt. Perfect. Just had a field goal range.
Last week as he sends this one away. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today, I guarantee you.
Damn, that would have been a big open run if I snuck through that first
Yeah,
play.
we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot.
Come on, Walker. We get you going, buddy.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
3rd and 9.
You look at this Cowboy
Come on, we don't want to go
defense.
3 and out.
They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
There you go. 1st down and more. Beautiful throw. Beautiful catch. All right, let's go. Let's go. We still in there.
It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And
Let's go.
Nice 1st down.
Back up tight end time, baby. Let's go.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
No! Oh, that was almost a pick. Oh, yeah. Okay. Give it together. All right, we got a pass. We got a pass.
Running left is Walker.
Yeah. He just let him run past you on the block, bro.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Oh, there it is. Open. Touchdown, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, beautiful. Put it in the pocket.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
But, yeah. I mean, he got the block off just, you know.
I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well in the association. A bright future for the franchise, too.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect?
He told me you secretly hated my Little John reference.
You talk about this Seahawks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Because you would throw a pick, so you'd be like, what? So I'd be like, yeah, yeah. I thought you was a good tension breaker, but I guess not. Yeah, sometimes you're too mad.
Zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Ooh, let's go right there, that's you. Oh, that was a touchdown. That was a touchdown. I'm gonna review that. I'm reviewing that. Let's see. Let me see the instant replay. Let's see, I want to see where his knee went down. Oh, yeah, he was short. Where's the ball? Yeah, he was short. Well, now I feel bad giving this touchdown to Walker. I feel like that should have been his touchdown. If Walker did it.
He stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So I'm gonna keep running it.
Again, Walker.
Touchdown.
This time he is in. Kenneth Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Fuck them Cowboys. I'm so happy I could do this against them. When I could absolutely destroy the 49ers and absolutely destroy the Cowboys, I'm happy. And the Rams. I think the Rams are up there. Cardinals I don't really hate too much because we usually beat them.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll set up a throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Sticking with Walker on second down. Escapes the defender. Now he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 28. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And Walker once more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Rudin. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
This is intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard, It's second down. Second and 11. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions. And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete. This is starts. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards. And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Holding offense.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Taken in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes this one to Starks. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And Walker has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Walker once more, and this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back to throw here. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, I'm destroying
I do
him.
know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on
No, I'm
defense.
just letting
And guess
defense
what?
do
Now
his
you
thing.
get
I'm
ready to
like,
tee off on your
not really
quarterback 'cause
trying
they
on
throw it all the
defense.
time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
Ooh.
He's free
Ooh,
going.
I got a flag though. That's a flag.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Ooh, holding offense.
A little costly there. You wipe out the
That's
first
after
down.
they
You
got the
also
first
move further
down.
back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving
Almost
the
like a
sticks
glitch. I feel
to
like
them
that's
staying in
sweet.
the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves
So
back.
if they had holding after they got the
One
first
thing
down,
you
is
look
it
for
still a
when you run
first down?
drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of
No,
yardage
there's only
after the catch. But in
the
this
only two
situation,
options
the
said
defense was
first down.
affected,
Both said
able to
first
stop him
down.
before he could
So I
get the
think
head of steam going.
one was with the
And he
penalty
will
to
maybe
take
get
up a
back to
first
the
down
line of
after.
scrimmage, but
That
that's
doesn't
it.
make any sense,
And that's
though.
also all for this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Ooh.
And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
All right.
The Cowboys on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's go.
And that's another play that's
Alright,
been the
and
picture
this
of
is
this
it.
game
Come on.
overall. It's been a blowout. It's been
We
continuing
blitzed it. We all
Big
blitzed it.
turnovers. It stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to
Oh,
throw.
and
And his
Williams'
pass is
third
intercepted
interception of the
for a
game.
first
Oh,
down
shit.
today. Picked up by Rick Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they
Tony
hold
Stark's
on
worse
third
than
down.
Tyreek
Coming to the line
Woolen.
here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. 2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Walker.
Ooh, Walker with the break. Ooh, another break. Oh, listen.
And on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Good job, Walker. This seat, Walker, when it's time for fourth quarter pound town, Walker's there.
1,000-yard campaign. Back to Walker on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon,
He's like that
this offensive line's got some smiles on his faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
If he didn't throw it so much to the right and more to the left, that would have been a first
They want to show
down.
the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll drop to throw.
Oh,
Hit as he
oh
throws there,
no, my
incomplete.
center. Thing just got injured.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
First down, baby. Let's go.
It's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to throw again.
Oh,
And his throw's going to be
if that would have slipped
incomplete.
through, that might would have went all the
Comfortably
way.
here, Charles. that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot.
4th and 10. I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
Credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, what? That linebacker is trying hard as fuck. That was the first down, and he doing this Michael Jordan that shit. What the fuck? Did you see that?
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
This is 2nd and 8.
Nice to see you taking off in your game now.
They'll set up to throw. And that's to the left
Ooh, look at that. Ooh, neighbor.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Interception. Let's go.
Another interception. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception.
Tony
on the
Stark is more like
side.
Tony
Like
Crumble. Tony.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
Tony picks a lot, and Walker should game. 4 touchdowns this game, Walker. Let's go. They call him touchdown Walker.
Seahawks are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 42-0.
Oh my god. Let's see if I can dunk him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're going to look to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
First down, Cowboys.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the quarterbacks, they just tell the ball.
Isn't he the leading rusher right now?
Give me a fresh ball, and let's go. Let's get his offense moving again.
Walker missed 4 games, and he's still like 3rd, I think. Ooh, 4th and inches. 4th and inches. Oh, they're punting. They don't even care. It's 4th and inches on a 50, and they're punting.
Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Walker to start the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On play action, they'll throw. And give him another 6. It's great for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So the victory here for Seattle. That's how.
Oh, damn. I had a great game. 49-0.